big hater of the podcast.
They don't like
They
the SlopCast.
hate the slop, dude. Oh, you're not subscribed? What are you, gay?
This is our guest for today. It's Gilbert Lawand, everybody.
Yeah, make some noise.
Oh, you guys can do better than that out there.
Oh,
come
on. I can't hear you.
Gilbert, give him your credits.
My credits. I'm very loyal. I'm very.
Your credit score.
Credit score.
Yeah.
Actually, you want something funny about that?
Mm-hmm.
Is I don't have a credit score.
Come on.
What is that?
Come on.
it's not scoreable.
It's that low.
No, it's not because that low. It's because I don't have any credit. I haven't taken out any credit in 7 years, and that's because every 7 years or so they'll be like, "Hey, you have credit." I'm like, "You're gonna wish you hadn't told me that." And then I run up a bunch of stuff. It's just an honest podcast.
Oh, you live your life in dog years?
Yeah, in dog years.
The dog years.
This
episode
7-hour podcast is going to be true.
Yeah.
Very cyclical spending habits.
Yeah, very cyclical.
They're erratic but predictable.
Very predictable, very erratic.
Those are
right.
Gilbert years.
Credits. I know these two guys.
Yep.
And I don't know. Are these real credits?
You can do whatever you want, dude.
Yeah, there's no.
Nothing matters.
I used to be a relevant stand-up comedian back in a couple of years ago, and and then something happened that we'll talk about. Now I'm making this up.
Why did you do that to that woman?
Well, I can't really talk about it.
Okay.
All right, bring it. Hey, Eddie, bring your family out.
Yeah.
Are they here?
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry.
Legally, I can't be in
I'm
this
so
building.
sorry.
Oh, do you know Eddie Carter?
Yeah.
He's our producer.
He's
Oh,
our
is he?
producer of this.
Oh,
He
it's
usually
funny.
sits over there behind the computer.
But he decided, since I'm the guest, he's like not gonna come.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Just that.
Yeah, that's he.
No, he's Jewish.
We know this is real
You
reason.
see, I don't really see religion.
But
We had to have him start working from home because he would just watch gay porn.
While he's back there.
Yeah. We caught him a few. We could hear it while we were recording.
became
Okay.
pretty distracting.
Dude, you couldn't see it, but you could hear it.
Yeah, and that might be worse.
Yeah.
Was he aroused?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Full mast.
only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Other times he would just stare.
Yeah, it's weird. When he's not hard, that's what's weird.
Yeah.
That is weird. That means he's watching too much porn.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
I don't.
No,
Not
not
one
us.
bit.
You gotta find the right clip. Must find right clip.
I've actually been saying I haven't been watching enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's your real glass half full of porn. Kind of guy.
People are talking about porn addiction. I'm like, well, I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
get there.
I'm trying to
If
get
you
addicted
try,
to porn.
you'll get there.
I am.
Watch it 8 hours a day. Still feel nothing.
Well,
Not
yeah.
even addicted yet.
There's 24 hours in a day, so.
Yeah.
And in my days, they're like 7 times 24. That was a callback to the dog joke.
Right. Yeah.
No, I hate doing that.
I just can't do that
I
math
try not
like
to do it as much, but I'm just like, must find correct video for me to do right now. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, how many windows are up right now?
Right.
Damn, dude. Do you use the laptop? I've never used a laptop.
Man, I
Very rarely.
very
but
rarely.
it makes me feel like a king.
But was yeah,
Big
it
It's
does.
like watching. It's like, wow, is this? You can just see him this big, huh?
I know, isn't that great? And then when you watch on your phone, there was a point where watching it on the phone was weird. I mean, it was years ago, and then it became a tipping point where I'm like, now watching it on laptop is weird. But like, I have the 17 Pro Max, so it's like the biggest one.
Damn.
But like,
Even
even
what are you talking?
Big
Oh,
flexer.
shit, look at us.
Big flexer.
But even when you do that, like for most of the sites, you do that little zoom, and you're like, God damn it, I can't see her legs over here.
Right, yeah.
And it's like, so there's something to be said for the laptop, but I don't know. The phone thing is, it's very convenient. You know, I could be in my car, for example,
Dude, I remember
earlier.
Oh, what were you gonna say? Oh, in your car.
He actually got here at 5 p.m.
Yeah. Had to change my pants.
In seventh grade, I was in 7th grade when we found like the one website that had videos you could watch on your phone. And then that got shared around the whole school, and there was like 3 videos on it. So we were all just watching the same 3 girls.
I guess I'm like, I don't know what what do you mean videos you can watch?
Like you
The-
used
all
to
videos
not be
you
able,
can watch
no,
on your phone.
Oh my God, you're like 25, aren't you?
26, no big deal. Big
Okay.
boy.
Too. I'm 25, 26.
Yeah.
You used to not be able to watch porn on your phone. Like they didn't have MP4s available on your phone.
Crazy.
So you just had to look at still pictures.
You said look at
like a pilgrim,
like
yeah.
paintings on a cave cave.
Like you're an Amish.
Yeah.
These are hieroglyphs. of pussy.
Hieroglyphs of pussy.
That's fun. Gilbert, you lived in like New York, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
That was about 10 years, almost 10 years ago. Well, it was for 3 years. It was great.
Yeah.
It was, you know, when you're on like and a lot of this is going to have a common theme of negativity as far as like my current state of the world.
Oh,
That's
come
fine.
on.
Oh, we're going to fix that.
come
We're going to fix that.
on.
No,
Look at this. You're on top of the world right now. You're broadcasting to
30 people.
yeah.
You're on the SlopCast.
Who knows who's going to be one of those 30? Could
Sloppers.
be anyone.
Could be anyone.
Slopcasters.
Yeah, yeah.
Lauren Michaels.
Yeah.
You might,
Lord Michaels.
you might check it out.
He checks
I love
it
that.
out.
When I lived in New York, that's what people would say.
Yeah.
They would go. People from here, like sometimes even comics, they'd be like, "Hey, you should get on SNL or maybe the Cellar." And I'm like, "Yeah, I haven't thought about either one of
Oh
those
my
things."
God, that's a great idea. Why
Like-
didn't I? I'm gonna.
Oh,
Go
those
do that
are in the
tomorrow.
city I
Yeah.
moved to.
Oh, those are the top of the. Okay, yeah.
That's how my relatives talk. Is there's like,
Really?
have you tried to get on SNL yet? And I'm like,
I love that.
yeah. They said no.
I love that, trying to be helpful, but thinking, I wonder if he's thought about the biggest thing that exists
Right,
in his
Have
sector.
you thought about sending maybe a video of you to Mr. Netflix?
Johnny Netflix.
Johnny Netflix?
I went to high school with that guy.
Yeah.
The
Great.
thing that is
I thought he
annoying
was a
though is
dick.
I've had so many people recently be like, "You should get on Kill Tony."
That
And
too.
what's,
That too.
but what's annoying about that one is you kind of can just get on that.
I
You
know,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like I should.
So they
you should
fixed
just
some of those picks, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
obviously, because like,
Yeah.
I see some people that I know that have been doing it a while will be like, oh, they pick, and then some of them they really fix where they're going to be like, he's going to be a regular most likely,
Mm-hmm.
but then the few of them are like totally random, and it's so fucking crazy how that all that shit. It's like I'm not going to get into it too much, but it kind of is like ruining comedy in so many
Yeah.
ways. So people are like, well, why is this guy talking for more than 3 minutes? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man.
Or like, you know, they want to like yell at you, like, you know, heckle, or they want crowd work, or they want. So you're like, oh man, you guys don't know what like stand up, the classic form is like, where it's like everything has to have an opinion there, and there's a shitload of experts now that know all about comedy from a fucking, you know, show that displays 1 minute at a time. You know what's funny about that show is like,
Yeah.
or weird about that show is that he doesn't do stand up in it
Ever.
ever.
Yeah.
Like there's a show that I loved years ago, it was based in New York, John Oliver show, and it like would have like 4 or 5 comics, really great comics, and it would like, but they were kind of like under the radar a little bit. I mean, the headliner was usually somebody known, but then John Oliver would come out, he would welcome everybody, and then he would do like 10 minutes, and it was like fire every time. It was
Yeah.
like really good
Dude,
stand up,
That'd be sick.
and it was like, it was for a season, so he'd do that like maybe it'd be an hour total for that season. And I started thinking, it's like, why, if Tony Danza is like stand up, why would he ever do it at all?
In front of a sold out crowd every
5
week.
minutes,
Every week.
5 minutes of your A
Guaranteed.
material that because no one knows it,
Yep.
or something that you do.
Right.
But
Nobody
you-
knows it.
Or
That is
he-
important to
I
point out.
know.
Nobody has ever
No,
heard him
because he
tell a
doesn't do
joke.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Or he could be like-
he has no specials, right?
Or he could
One.
even do. He could be like, they're gonna come up and do a brand new minute. I'll show you what that's like.
Yeah.
Here's
something.
5 new minutes. Okay, that was
Uh-huh.
good, bad, whatever. It could even be bad. It could be like, I just wrote this week. You'll
Yeah.
see some
Right.
shit like that.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
no-lose situation because
crazy.
they love you.
That's interesting. That is what I don't like about it. There's no downside.
They pretend to put on a stand-up comedy show without any kind of note to or reference to or reverence even to
Right.
stand-up comedy itself.
Yeah.
They're
The guests
they
don't
have
really
great
even do a
guests.
set.
The guests
One of
don't
them would.
do-
They're
the
all.
guests don't.
Most of them are dying. Probably would. They're like, you want to do 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Like you don't think Adam Ray would do, like in character? Like
I
any
love
of those
that.
guys would do 10 minutes.
Right.
But they don't want to do that, and it would add to the show. But it also remind people this is like what stand-up, how good stand-up works.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get on it next week.
Flying out to Austin. Yeah.
Please put us all on.
I'm gonna camp out for weeks. No, but in New York was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah. Do you have any like crazy, wild stories, like getting drunk, getting sloppy?
Are you a drinker?
Well, not really. I mean, I have been in the past.
You
I've
drink
always-
with your nose mostly.
Yeah. No, I don't do that anymore. Either.
I'm kidding.
But I would. No, I did. Like I would drink maybe 3 or 4 times a year, and that was when I was drinking and consume everything around me
Yeah.
for the night or for the 2 nights. But that's kind of what I did that's about when it's weird. I started comedy and calmed down drug wise, which is like not the normal progression.
Yeah.
But I was such an animal before. When I worked a corporate job, it was like there's only one direction to go. I mean, I would travel every week from Monday to Thursday, like a consultant.
We were just talking about that today on the phone. Like
really?
those guys that travel all
That's
the time.
I did
Yeah.
for I'd be in Denver for 3 months, and I would be every Monday morning out there, and then Thursday night back here. And when I would get off my plane on Thursday night, I would already be like texting to my dealer and
Right.
and I would just race him to my Midtown apartment, and then all weekend it was just like insane.
Just a bender
insanity.
all weekend?
All weekend, just like so. It got kind of old because like, especially cocaine. Cocaine is the worst drug. It's like it makes you go, oh man, I can't wait to do. And then you're like, you forget like, it's diminishing returns completely. That first one is great, then you're chasing that high, and then it does everything that you don't want it to do. Like makes your dick like a scared little brown turtle, and then like it goes all your makes you like lose all your money, and then you want to have sex but you can't, and then you're like, let's do another line, and next thing you know, it's Monday morning, time to go.
Time to go back to Denver. Fuck.
That's when I was starting comedy. Actually,
Yeah.
It was here, but then it was a couple years into it when I had that project in Denver, and it was so fun because it was like a big job with a lot of consultants, so I was able to be anonymous or like
Right,
kind of like
blend
oh,
into
I'm
the
doing
background.
this, yeah. So I would leave like Wednesdays and Thursdays, like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, to go do mics and like shows or whatever
In Denver?
Yeah,
That's
in Denver,
sick.
and I would just like take the rental car and I would get wasted and then come in and be like, oh man, I had a late night at the hotel. I don't know, but it was fun because it was on their dime.
That's so cool. I would love to do stuff like that when I travel for work, but I always go to like the middle of nowhere.
Oh, you
There's
did?
no
Yeah.
mics in Lynchburg, Virginia, so it's like, all right, I guess I'm just jacking off in the hotel.
Is it always somewhere like that? Though?
Yeah, every time. Yeah. Even if they tell me I'm going to a city, it's like at best it's like there, Kennesaw or something like you're.
But I bet
even
there's
then.
some that haven't, but probably the ones you don't want to do. Right?
Yeah, and sometimes and usually I work overnight and stuff, which kind of
Yeah.
sucks.
Oh man,
But
what do you do?
like consultant stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like I had this. I guess one story that was great was I don't know how much of it I can tell.
That's what we like.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
so,
I mean you can't tell.
I mean, I always get it. Well, I'll tell you this one. This is like when I was about to say when the downward trajectory thing is like when Facebook reminds me of like 10 years ago. I'm like, stop it. Stop telling me.
How long have you been doing comedy?
It's like 2 years, probably. 2
years.
I mean, like really trying.
No,
2 years.
I
So
know.
no, I'm where I should be.
Really?
I'm where I
It's a
should
bit
be.
you do too, where you're like, oh, I've been doing comedy. But
I started comedy.
I
Really?
genuinely don't know the answer, and I do want to know the
When did Ted Turner start? See, that's when I started.
When did Ted Turner start CNN?
No, the
When was Jimmy Carter born?
When was he born? I started in Plains, Georgia. No,
I don't know what's
I've been-
real. I don't know what you're telling me.
these glasses are real.
The prescription.
These glasses are half full of wit. No, I started like the first time I did it. I guess that's when I started. Was 08.
Mm-hmm.
What's it? Yeah, that's right. 08.
Right.
Obama got elected, and he said,
Yeah, and I
got
was like, you know
something to say
what?
about
I've got
this."
some funny stuff to talk about. I think it was, or 07 or 08. Like I always I forget because really the first year I barely did. I did it like 5 times maybe.
Mhm.
So the first time I did it was then
Is that longer than Jerry
Jerry.
Truman?
No, that's the same year.
It's about the same because I mean
That's crazy.
Jerry
'Cause he-
used to be different. He used to be like this British sort of theatrical. I'm just kidding.
Like Ricky Gervais.
He's been fucking with everybody the whole time. It's pretty impressive, actually. What have you saw? What have
His
you?
commitment to that bit.
What have you got home? And you got home. You saw this clip of him being like, "So these fucking people, they still believe me." No, that's about when Jerry started because when I started, like I said, the first year I did it a few times, and then I met this guy, Jared Harris, who was Lace's ex-husband.
Yeah.
He'd been doing it for a few years, so we kind of had like this good complementary skill set or value add where he
Yeah.
knew kind of how comedy worked.
Yeah.
And then I had like friends back then. You know when you have like friends,
Yeah.
you start doing comedy, and you're like, oh, I have them. They're also my other friends suck, or at least I suck maybe. But like I brought people to it, and we started this show called Comedy Gold that ended up being in the Punchline, where the Punchline is now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was every Friday and Saturday. We had this like showcase style, and
That's
it was
dope.
pretty amazing actually, because that was 2009, I think. Yeah, the first year, it was 2 or 3 years in, and we had some like if we were like stock pickers, we'd be like Warren Buffett. That summer we had before maybe they would have one credit at the most each, but we had like Rory Scovel, Kyle Kinane, Eric Andre, Nikki Glazer, Nate Bargatze, Sean Patton. Like we had all of
Oh,
them
my God.
And
with
you.
it, and me.
Yeah.
Of course, I had me.
And
We had me
Lace.
on call. But it was amazing. We had like varying like degrees of like audience because we weren't like putting a lot of investment into it. But it was pretty fun, and it got to know people.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, did I say Canadian?
Yeah.
Canadian. And like it was fun because like weirdly, it's hard to even describe how different it is now, in the sense of like how deep and how accessible and how large it is compared to what, like literally when we did Comedy Gold, there was literally Star Bar, Twisted Taco on like Wednesday, and then us. Besides the clubs, that was it all week.
Damn.
Like if you want to do a mic, they were like, "What are you talking about?" There's like 3
Wild.
places.
So
Yeah.
now when everyone's like, we're losing mics, you're like, shut the fuck up.
I love it though. I love how like I've gotten back. I love mics. I've rediscovered my like sort of enjoyment of doing mics.
Yeah.
Just because like I've been kind of, I did a special last year, and then since then I've been like kind of
Very funny. Check it out.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Dynamics.
Comedy Dynamics is exactly right. And I've been kind of like
Called
floating.
basket case.
Called basket case.
Yeah.
It's
called
called
American African.
It's called America's the Greatest Average American. It says Nate Bargatze, but
Yeah.
it's,
That's the-
You just gotta watch.
we
it
had
on
Nate too. That's another one. Anyway, so after that, I've been kind of like floating around a little bit, like not. I've been trying to do like I've been doing book shows like we all do, but but I've been like trying to figure out what I like starting from ground zero again, because
Yeah,
have you guys
sure.
done you did a special yet? Yeah,
No.
you will. I mean, obviously you will, but
Yeah, for
but
sure we will.
When you do the first,
I have a couple. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's
when
hard
you-
to restart.
well, when you do the first one, especially because your first one is like a a highlight of all.
And you got like
things.
8-10 year
Yeah,
buffer
So-
to work on that stuff.
Exactly, it's not just a 1 year, 2 year interval.
Yeah.
And so a lot went into that. I mean, it was
Well,
16 years.
You think it's 8 to 10, but I've been hearing word on the street. There's some people 2 years in, they're talking about filming a special.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
like who?
Like who? Do you guys do gossip?
We love gossip.
Yeah, we
Any
love-
gossip?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you have like some fun old gossip of people that are no longer around, that's probably perfectly
You mean
fine
like
to
dead?
talk about. Sure. I was more so thinking like
do
quick
y'all really
comedy.
do gossipy stuff on here? Because
Yes,
I-
yes,
I-
yes.
Yeah, we're
The-
big fans
the-
of first and last names on the podcast.
Especially,
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
especially local comedians.
If you
Oh,
know any
man.
street address and want to say that, that's very funny. To us.
Okay,
We do that every
okay.
now and then.
We can probably put that in afterwards, right?
ADR.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, we love a good gossip story. And if you're not trying to get into gossip, and there was some guy that was around in like 202015 that you got gossip about.
Oh,
That's
who was
funny.
it?
That's
no,
cool.
we're asking
We're
you.
asking
We were-
you.
You're the only
what
one
I'm
who was
trying
here
to-
in 2015.
Was
Well-
there any good old comedy drama? Old
Um,
scene drama? We're looking to you as the keeper of
Oh
annals.
my God, I can't really
Right.
talk. I'm trying to figure out whether I should talk about it or not. But
You should.
Come on.
Come on.
no.
Okay.
Man, let me think about it for a second. But like,
Okay.
All right.
like, so give me an example of
Mull it
what has
over.
been gossipy, juicy wise that you've had in the past.
Jerry Truman told us that he had sex with an Atlanta comedian on the podcast and
Yeah.
then said her name unprompted and then did an impression of her getting fucked by him.
Is
Oh,
it somebody I would know?
Cassandra?
Wait, who?
Yeah.
Great. Now I gotta bleep that again.
So you did believe it.
That was the
That
only.
was the only time we believed it, and the only reason we did was because he did an impression of her
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
fucked right after, and we were
Yeah.
like, it's one or the other. You can say her name, or you can do her moaning in your voice.
Well, I'm not. It's not. We'll ask Eddie to bleep it. He's the
Yeah.
producer. So.
One of the funniest experiences I had with Jerry was at a place called what was it called? It ended with a Z. It was
Cats.
no. It's like one of those really like hacky comedy clubs. It's like on the East Coast. It's called. It was where Funny Farm was. Then it got changed to that comedy club, and it was like a fucking just a hacky comedy club. But the funny part was, you've seen Jerry do spots before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Jerry host before?
No way.
No.
They let him host.
Oh my God! It was,
But I have seen
it
him
was-
try to draw a crowd. Yes, we have seen him host, but it was for Vinny Bucci to Car.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So it was like, it was amazing. It was like, so I was middling. Landry, I don't know if you guys know Landry. He's an old OG guy from Atlanta, but he's
Laney
not-
Farmer.
Landry Farmer?
Yeah, Landry Farmer. So he was headlining, and so Jerry, I used to, and not even like being disparaging at all. I love watching Jerry do
Yeah,
stand up.
oh,
I
yeah.
genuinely
I would
enjoy
like,
it.
I would put him on at Comedy Gold at, at Landmark. Like
Nate
pretty
Bargatze,
often.
Nikki Glazer,
Yeah, no,
Jerry
I would.
Truman.
I would, because like
He didn't bring that shit up at all. When we were like, "What's something cool you've done in comedy?"
he's done a lot of shows
Oh,
there
yeah.
And
with
he
a
was
lot
like,
of cool people.
performed at the Punchline, and we're like, "Okay."
No,
Wow.
it wasn't like a ton of, but like, dude,
Yeah.
he was definitely on shows with some of the people I
Right.
just
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Because it wasn't even like laughing at. It was like, it was something that I wouldn't even, not to be hyperbolic. It transcended comedy because it was like hilarious on surface, but the incorporating the crowd's reaction and their confusion
Yeah.
and their like
Yeah.
their up and down state of mind was like, this is like some Andy Kaufman type shit.
It really
that
is.
was so funny. But when he's hosting, it,
Boy.
it was like he would go up there and he was like, and they're like, the crowd's like, what's happening right now? And then when he,
Did someone come in and jump on the stage?
well, then when he introduced me, and then I'm doing my time. He comes up to me to light me. He gets on stage and gets like, I'm not kidding, 8 inches from my face, and he goes like this, like I'm getting a phone call from somebody like my family that's died. He's like, I'm like, I would go, okay, Jerry,
Yeah.
I'm about to get out of here.
Yeah, and everybody saw
Oh
it
my
happening.
It was so funny.
I think I probably already told the story on the podcast, but I haven't told it to you. So I was featuring for Andy. This is years ago at this point, right?
Yeah.
And it had to be
Andy
clean.
Kaufman?
Andy, yeah. It had to be clean, and so I had not. I think the longest I'd done clean was like 10 or 15 minutes or something, and I think they wanted 20. So Andy and I are sitting at the bar before we go up. This guy, and I mean full-blown
Lucy on the
special
pod.
needs, okay? He walks in the room, and he says, "Are you guys the other comedians?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're the comedians. The show's in the other room." And then he's like, "Great to meet you. I'm the host." And like he really legitimately had like, I think it was Down syndrome, okay? Like he had the voice, he had the face, everything. He's the host, okay?
Wow.
Dang.
So then I tell him, I'm like, "Hey, when are you gonna give me the light?" And then he goes, what are you talking about? And I go, "Oh fuck. Okay, so I think you know what a flashlight is?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I go, "So shine that on your phone when I have 5 minutes left in my set." And he's like, "You want me to time you?" And I was like, "That'd be great. Please, yes." And so I am up there forever, right? And I don't really know at this point, like, I hadn't done a ton to where, you know how, like, once you do it enough, you know when you're, like, there or something. I'm like, I don't know. I don't really do longer than 10 minutes.
Also clean is like,
Clean everything. So I am exhausting everything. And then finally I get to a point where I'm like, "Hey, man, like, what time am I at?" He says 27. I was slotted for 20.
oh my God.
I was like, "You've got to be," and it was supposed to be clean. I was like, "You got to be shitting me."
That's funny. I have a similar thing to that, but only because like it was at the Atlanta Improv years ago, and I booked that club. Like it was originally booked by what's his face that started the Improvs, and then they realized maybe it's kind of passed them by a little bit.
Yeah.
So then I was helping out, so they were like, "Let him book it. He knows what's going on? So one of their last bookings was a clean comedian, Henry Cho. Do you know who that is?
I don't think
He's
so.
a very hacky dude. He's like
I'm
he's
more of a John Reap fan.
Yeah. Oh, now you are.
New John Reed.
New John Reed.
I just found out about this guy. I saw him in the news, and I said, "Wow."
You're like, is that a Hemi? Is that a younger girl in there with that Hemi?
Yeah, his fans are great, man.
Yeah. So this guy is this like Southern comic that's also Asian, Henry Cho, and he's just like he's so hacky, but he's like he and his people are like very like strict and very like annoying about how you have to be clean or what. I was hosting. And I hosted, and I was completely. I can do 10 minutes clean easily back then, especially as much as I was doing hosting or whatever. So I did the 10 minutes, brought the feature on, then brought him on. It was fine. Then the next day, I get a call from his agent that was like, "Hey, you did fine. You did fine. We're not saying that. We're just saying like, and you were clean." And I was like, "Yeah, I was clean. Was there? What's the problem?" And they were like, "You did talk about like some relationship stuff, so maybe he didn't really like that." And I'm just like, I'm so furious, like the condescending tone, and then like the fact that I was clean. So the next night,
right?
I was doing my set, and I go, and I got to the end of my set, and I just went at the end of my set, I go, "That's my time, fuck." And then I get off stage, and he's just looking at me, and I'm just like, "Dude, I'm the guy you have to win over to come back here.
Yeah.
I booked this club now.
Yeah.
You can stare at me all you want. You're not coming back either way."
I'm wielding the power.
Yeah, but I wasn't even trying to be a dick. It was just like the way they said it was so like smarmy. It was just
What did the crowd do?
it wasn't even that big a crowd. The club was kind of newly open. But he's like, "I'm going to get all these letters." I'm like, "Y'all write letters? Like, what's going on right now?"
Crazy.
That club or that show that I did for Andy, the next day, they were trying to like not pay me my they were like, "Well, we asked for clean, and he said that he dates bisexual women and he said that he turned them into lesbians."
That's not clean. That's sinful.
And I was like, both of those people exist. What do you mean? And it's
not to them.
Not even saying them as a slur. Those are just facts.
The world's dirty, and they don't want to hear about it.
That's crazy.
They were like, well, and then Andy was like, "Hey, man, they're saying like they don't want to pay you." And I was like,
so he was like taking
"What? Go to bat for me, you motherfucker! What are you talking about?"
So you had a host and a headliner that had special needs.
Yeah. He was like, "I don't know what to say, man."
It's like, I know what to say. Say pay him.
Yeah, they're saying you said lesbian. And I'm like, I did. Say to pay me. What are you talking about?
Do they bleep out the word lesbian anywhere?
No.
That's crazy.
That's funny. Where was it?
Kennesaw or Woodstock. It was up in that was another
Just
thing.
one of those shows.
That was another thing. He told me it was in Kennesaw until
But
about
it
an
was way
hour
farther.
before the show, and it was actually in Woodstock.
Brutal.
Great.
Were you driving them?
No.
Okay.
Meet him up there.
Gilbert, what's like the worst show you've ever done? And not like the worst set you've ever had, like the worst place.
Like environment, you know, those things that...
Worst run show, shit like that, you know what I mean?
You show up to a place that they're like, asking the crowd to donate money so they can give it to homeless people to buy crack and stuff like that.
That's mine.
Well, I've got like two. One of them is one that everybody's familiar with. The concept or the premise was back when Uptown had a boo night, and it was like terrifying. Where I'd go up there every now and then just to remember what it's like doing stand-up for the first time.
Yeah,
because they'd be like, "Okay, if you don't like them, you just boo, and if they still don't get it, you shake your keys." And I'm like, "Why is it so much about this part about it?" That was like, I guess that was good though. That was like a good thing to do.
We had I used to co-produce Slow Pour. Did you ever do Slow Pour
I think
up
so.
in Lawrenceville? I co-produced it with John Chappell, and he wanted to do something like that, right?
Yeah.
Sold the room out, and then he went and bought like a ton of noisemakers.
Yeah.
And was like, if people start sucking, just make the noise.
They're like clappers.
Yeah, and like clackers and just shit, like shaking with and then people bombed. They sucked.
Yeah.
I think he like intentionally booked people that weren't very good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole crowd was just like, I'm not doing that to fucking a human being.
Why are people going? They're like, we're going to go. They're going to be, hopefully they're bad because I want to get some anger out of my.
He sprung that part on them
when they
at
got
the
there.
show.
That's hilarious.
That's wild.
That's great.
It was like a variety with like
Yeah.
roasts and stand
really?
up and all
So he
kinds
did that
of
on
stuff.
purpose,
And
for
then was
sure.
like, and also on top of all that, you guys can just berate them.
Yeah, get all of your angst out for the week tonight.
Have you ever done like a show at like a really weird random spot?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I did one at a nudist resort in
What?
North Georgia.
Damn.
It was
Did you
fucking.
have to be naked?
No, you could be if you wanted to.
Was the audience?
The audience was
Nice.
And never like
Hot?
you would think so. No,
I'm kidding. No,
No,
those people
I
are
know.
never hot. Those
You think-
people, they're every woman's built like me, dude. It looks
Ugh.
bad.
they were like. We pulled up and it was a contest actually.
Wait, who all was it?
It was let's see, people you would know. Jamie Bendel was one of them.
That's fun.
It was me, Dan Weeks.
Okay.
Dan
He,
Weeks
and
came
he
in
was
second,
he was
actually.
naked.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. You would think so.
Yeah.
Who else? Like Dave Stone. I don't know if you would know any of the other people. Wow. We
Yeah,
have a lot
just
of
say
fun.
him. Fuck it.
No, I can't remember who. But
Okay.
I don't think you. I can't remember it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't know. Who
We
they
might, bro.
were, Maybe.
We're students.
Uh,
We study the
We
past.
study.
and Jamie Bendel won actually. I think.
Oh, it was a contest?
It was a contest,
A
yeah.
contest
But when we
of
got there, it was like all these
going.
nice cars, and we were like, "Oh, this is gonna be a fucking, high end porn." Like, but like all the dudes were like fat and rich, and women were like, crackheads at bad, but not the hot crackheads that have
Not a
fake
hot,
boobs
uh-huh.
that are just now crackheady.
That's
You know,
the worst.
The worst
It's not
show.
what I like in my crackhead.
Yeah, you got to catch them right when the body's still looking normal and the boobs are there. There's a very tight window.
But before the teeth are gone.
Right.
14 well,
Well,
sometimes
hang on a second.
the teeth. Have you ever done that? I have too.
Yeah.
You've gotten a gum job?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah.
No. What was that?
I mean,
like?
no, I haven't. Is that not acceptable?
No, it's fine, but we need to know about this now.
It's
Where did you get your
we'll,
gum job?
We'll talk about it in the Patreon.
Okay.
That we're starting right now.
There's been talks of the Patreon for a while. Because what happens is we come on, we do this podcast, we have a lot of fun, and this happened a few times where people afterwards tell us, hey, you can't release that episode.
And we
then
say,
that makes me
"Fuck
want to
you."
grab them by the neck and throw them off a
I
balcony.
would never say that. That's why I'm being discerning
Fair.
about what.
And honestly,
I really
more-
want to say them.
More appreciative.
Yeah. Well, tell us about the nudist show then.
Yeah.
Oh well, it was just like it was like 10 of us doing stand up, and then the audience was mostly naked.
Yeah.
And then
You think demographic-wise, more men or women?
about the same, because what they did obviously was govern that ratio. Because have you ever been to a sex club like around here?
I hear that they're like, you're not
Yeah.
allowed to go solo if you're a guy.
If you go, they're like your admission is $250.
I heard that at the door.
Yeah, but if you come with a
I
girl,
said,
it's
no,
like $20.
please.
I'm already naked.
I went to one called Trapeze, off Fulton
I've heard of
Industrial.
Trapeze.
Yeah, it's been there forever. It was when I was doing a lot of drugs, and I would be like partying at this place till like morning, and this girl who was a stripper / whatever that I was friends with, she was like, meet me there. And so I get there before her. It was like 5 a.m. And they were like, oh, it's going to be $250. I'm like, no, I'm not paying that.
Yeah, okay.
And she got there, and it was like 20 for both of us.
Sir, I don't even have a credit.
Yeah. I don't have the credits yet. And then I went in, and
I'll
it was
come back
like,
in 7 years.
yeah. You guys want to do a mic here right now? Can we do roast jokes? Look at that, you guys. The worst show I ever did though is I was trying to think, because I should have an answer about the worst run show, and I mean, and I have a few in my head, but the worst show I ever did was at the Stardome in Birmingham. Like, you know where that is?
Yeah.
It's like by far the worst show, and I wish to God somebody had filmed it and I still had a copy of it, because you don't know bombing till you had seen me on that show bomb to the point where they wanted to kill me. Like, it was not even like exaggerated at all.
Yeah.
Like, like they were like,
To them, you're just telling a hate speech.
well, yeah, everything I said. So it fucked up. Well, the host came out, and it was this black dude, really funny. I
Yeah.
think his name's Tony something. But you know when you watch somebody and they're like, I'm like, there's not a lot of overlap in our bend.
Right, yeah. There you go. Oh, dang. They like that? They're not going to like me.
Yeah.
But what it fucked up right at the beginning was, first of all, they papered the room. It's like all these people that don't really, care. They're just like trying to feed them food and drink. And like, it's like a black crowd and a white crowd, like when they're separated, of course, because it's Alabama.
Sure.
And they were like,
That's crazy.
not even like fan, but the way right at the beginning, I fucked up, because what I did was I came out talking like a redneck, like just like sort of, like doing a character.
Right.
And immediately they thought I was just making fun of them because when I came out of the character, like after
Did
a
you try
minute.
telling them you always do that?
Yeah, I did. I was
No. It's not just because of you guys. I always make fun of you guys.
Yeah, I always make fun, but they saw me making fun of them in a way where I haven't established myself or like.
Right. Yeah.
So
Do you remember
they
what
didn't-
you said?
I forgot what it was, but I was like, hell yeah, you look at these fucking plays, y'all eating, look at these, some dumb shit. Dumb shit, really dumb shit. But they never forgave me, and they kept like, sort of not, they weren't laughing, but they were closely getting to like boo and like loudly. And there was like 300 people there. And the climax was about 8 or 9 minutes in. And it was for this booking agency called Funny Business.
Yeah.
That still exists, but you had to do your time. You had to do 20 minutes. Otherwise, I would have, for everyone's sake,
Right.
would have gotten off stage.
For everyone's sake.
Yeah, no one wanted. But so
20 minutes to them being
yeah.
vocally
But here
upset.
it got real bad. Like about 8 minutes when I go, I said something, and this lady said, she said something that I didn't hear. I didn't quite hear. So I go, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. What was it you said? I didn't hear you. And she goes, we're just simple Christian folks here. And it was this black lady, really nice, like really cute looking grandmother. And she goes, we're just simple Christian folks here. And I go, oh, I didn't think I was like saying anything dirty or offensive. And then we all collectively understood what she meant by that. She meant Christian folk here. Like you're brown, not like you've been.
You realizing it's like, oh, you just hate me.
Yeah, but we all kind of went like. I'm sure some of them realized it immediately, but the ones that didn't realize it with me, because I go, oh, you mean Christian folk, and then I go, and then I said something that almost always happens to jump into my head on the way home that I should have said. It was perfect reply. It was timely. It was like cutting enough to be like a good reply and also kind of funny. And I thought of it immediately and I said it to her. I go, it was a black lady. And I go, I was like, oh, wow, how quickly you turn the hoses on us. and I stand to this day. I was like, that is a good reply. And they hated it so much.
Oh.
They didn't understand it. I don't think. I mean, that's a good reply.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm saying, why are
They
you
don't
being
understand
racist?
it,
People are
though.
racist to you.
Yeah,
Why are you
yeah.
being racist to
If
me?
anything, we should be racist to them.
Yeah.
They don't understand it, those simpletons.
Again, are you stupid? So then I get to like my last joke and I go, okay, I know you guys are going to like this. This is my last joke. And everybody fucking interrupted. It was like, if you only heard that part, you're like, wow, he had a great set. And then I
He got a
get
standing ovation before his
yeah.
last joke.
and I get off stage and I'm like distraught because I'm like, I know that, this place sucks and like whatever. At that night it did anyway.
Yeah.
And whatever. But I at that point in my career, I was like, I should be able to do anywhere and survive. Like not do this, not have this happen. And so I'm talking to Rory Scovel, dropping names, because I was talking to him on the phone after that. He goes, "Man, you're probably just like exaggerating. Probably wasn't that bad." And then I go, "Oh, hold on a second. Tom, what's his name's on the front of the line? The guy who books it." And was just like, I was like, "Let me call you back." And he was like, "Dude, what the fuck, man?" And I go, "Oh man."
Yeah, I'm about to clear the air. You're probably right. It wasn't that bad.
that bad.
Click over.
They were
He's
like literally
"What
going,
the
you can exit this way, like, and then of course I was on the next night too.
Yeah.
They had me there. I'm like,
How'd that one go?
it went better because everything's
Yeah.
better than that.
Yeah.
The guy goes, "Look, you're supposed to be clean, but my advice to you, this is the owner, is like, just curse a lot." I go, "Okay."
Just curse a lot.
Curse a lot on this build clean show. Okay.
Well, it'd be better than just being you, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
I think the am I talking too much?
No, dude. I mean, that's the point of this.
Yeah, we had you on.
I'll tell you this one other thing. That's like, this is my favorite thing I've ever said before, and it was off stage.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to drop a name because it was like certain circumstances came together, and I was able to I was booked to open for Aziz Ansari at the Fox.
Damn.
And
that's awesome.
yeah, it was
Because
amazing.
he's your cousin.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
my cousin, basically. It was amazing. It was like one of those things where
You're his dad.
If you ever do a show like that, which you will if you haven't, you'll see like people coming up to you, and you're like, oh, you have this image of me that's not accurate at all. You know, like all these hot Indian women were like, oh, I'm like, now I got to get on my scooter, go back to my four roommates.
Yeah.
But
hello, I don't have a credit score.
yeah, I don't still. I'm in that 7-year cycle.
Yeah.
I'm on
Did you
year
pick up
3.
after that though?
I think I didn't pick up, but I got a date with this girl that lived on my street that was stupid hot.
Yeah.
That was like kind of just barely say hello to me, and all of a sudden she was like, "Hey!" She ran over to me.
Yeah.
And then we went out a couple times, and on the third day she was like, "We need to talk." And I'm like, "What'd you learn? What did you learn?" No, but the funny part was like that night, people would ask like afterwards, like, "Was Aziz nice or is he dick, whatever?" And I like, it's not either, because it was like barely spoke to me enough to even have an opinion, because it was like in passing each time.
Yeah.
Like when I got there,
That's crazy. How many years ago was this?
this is 10 years ago.
So it's probably like the peak of
Yeah,
him
he-
being famous.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing like, Fox level ones, but like 40 dates like that.
Damn.
And I just got booked on this one, and it was like, so when I had 3 interactions with him. They were all in passing, sort of. Like I got there, and I was at, off stage,
Yeah.
like 10 minutes before the show, or right before the show started. And that's when I first met him. He walked out and goes, "Hey, man, thanks for doing the show. It's Gilbert." He already knew my name and everything. And he goes, "So I'm going to introduce you, and, go out there and do great." I go, all right, thanks, man. And then he brought me out, and I had a great set, because you do in those
That's dope.
situations. They're already sold on you.
Right,
It's the
yeah,
best
yeah.
kind of gig. You get paid like, $1,000 to do like 20 minutes in front of a bunch of people that love you already.
Damn.
So then I had that interaction with him, and then when I got off stage, there was like a 10-minute intermission in between me and him. And when I got off stage, he was like walking up, and he goes, "How were they, man? I didn't watch it because I was back there." I was like, "Oh no, yeah, they're great. You're gonna crush,
Yeah.
like." So that was the second interaction, very brief. The third one was when he got off stage. I go, "Hey man, great set. Thank nice meeting you." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got you too, man." He's like, They gotta wish me off onto the bus before people." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, cool." So then they took him to like the tour bus. So that was my third interaction with him. I walk outside, and I'm thinking, I don't know what to do, because I'm like, who's going to pay? Like, I didn't know
Right,
how
yeah,
payment
yeah.
worked or who was what. So I'm standing outside with a security guard at the Fox security guard.
Look at him and go, "Who pays this?"
Yeah.
No, but I was like, I had this one hitter, and we were both like smoking weed, and I was just like waiting to see somebody tell me something. The guy from Live Nation walks out, and he goes, "Hey, good job, man." I go, "Okay, cool." It's like, is there? And he thought I was going to say like, "Oh no, he's going to come out here and thank you." And I go, "No, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for him to thank me.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
wondering who pays me or whatever." And he goes, "Oh, they'll send you that check." And I go, "Oh, okay, cool. That's all I want to know." And then I see him getting out of the tour bus to get in a car with like some of his friends. And I looked at the security guard, and I go, for some reason it matters that you're here to hear what I'm about to say, because I think it's so funny. He was crossing the street, and it was like from here to like into your apartment, and I yelled, I go, "Aziz!" And he like looked up, and I go, "How did you get into comedy?" Like, he turned around the most confused, like, what? And just kept going. Like, I love that, because he was just, what was he supposed to say? Just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Well, glad you asked."
Just turn to the security guard. He's gonna come thank me.
Yeah, he's going, "Hey, you're supposed to come thank me."
Get back
Over
here.
here.
Living
That's so
that
sick.
life on his end sounds like hell.
Yeah.
Like on the go, like immediately rushed into the venue, do your thing, rushed out, having to drive and go to another city.
It is, but it's like
you
it's
talking
how you deal with like fans. I think if he's not, it's not like, I guess it would be annoying to not be able to go anywhere. But there, you can figure out a structure that like I'll drop another name, Tom Segura.
Yeah.
I opened for him at the Tabernacle, and I hadn't seen him in like 10 years when I put a show on for the Asheville people, because they're like,
What year did you open for him?
It was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, something like that. It was.
Yeah.
I might have seen you.
Oh, really?
I might have.
It was-
Yeah.
It was me and then Jeff Tate, the guy, and then him.
I definitely
Oh,
was
dude,
there.
Jeff Tate.
Yeah.
That guy's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
haven't
went on
heard.
tour with him like 2 years ago.
I used to listen to him on like Pandora.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
When I was in middle school.
But when Tom just texted me out of nowhere, and he was like, "Hey man, are you in Atlanta?" And I go, "Yeah." So you want to open? I guess Jeff probably told him about me, but
Yeah.
he remembered me too from like this show where the Laugh Your Asheville Off people wanted another show in Atlanta to get their headliners, just to have another date. And so I put it together, and it was and this was the order of like like how known they were. It was Tom Segura, the least known person first, then Rory Scovel, and then Carl LeBove was the headliner. Who's that? I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
I've never heard of him.
He died a few years ago, but he was like kind of a big-ish name in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
He was with Sam Kinison. Sam Kinison,
damn.
he actually, it's a crazy story. He actually raised his daughter, not knowing that it was Sam Kinison who had sex with his wife's daughter.
Wait, so
he was married
his
to a
wife
woman.
had an affair with Sam
Yeah.
Kinison, got pregnant, and then
Right.
raised the daughter, not
Oh
knowing
my
that.
god,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So
Hey.
he was trying to get money from like their estate, which is understandable. But anyway, so Tom was like, I hadn't seen him since then, and then
Oh, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be so mad.
Yeah.
God damn.
I know, it's like so sad and like weird and infuriating. But back to like Tom's thing was like it was the second show he did at the Tabernacle because they had to add one.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Weeks did the other one actually a week before or something. But
That's dope.
we're talking about like how much he's come, like his popularity has just skyrocketed. So we're in the green room for like an hour, like smoking weed, just like hanging out. And then we walk outside, and there's like still like 300 people waiting for him just to be like Tom, and like really nice, cool.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you say hello to some of them, and
Yeah.
so that's one way to do it. Or you can just be like, oh my God, they're around. Like, get me
Right.
out of here. It's like you don't have to be like that either.
Yeah.
They're not like, it's not like it's fucking like Pink Floyd in the 76 when they're gonna
Right.
like tear your like clothes. They're just people that adore you,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you can set up a situation where who's out here 2 hours later? Those people deserve a hello,
Yeah,
kind of
that's a
thing.
good point.
So that's what I think. Like a lot of people, I think are like that are big.
Yeah.
They either like almost embrace the fact that they can't go anywhere and be like, oh no, I can't. It's like, yeah, you can if you want to.
Did you ever happen, not to make you keep name dropping, but did you ever
No.
like wall open for Aziz or Tom or somebody? Did you ever then meet somebody like insanely famous?
Oh, yeah,
like
dude.
outside of comedy or something?
Yeah, like it was crazy when it opened for Chappelle, the biggest of them all.
Oh, that's sick as fuck.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wait, did you actually?
Yeah.
Where at?
Oh, that's cool.
Over Dave Chappelle and the Tabernacle, and then we went from there to Charleston. We're open for 2 shows for him.
Whoa.
And it was a crazy way that
Damn.
happened. And I went there to Tabernacle to see Rob Hayes open for Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the
That's
show,
very
it was
cool,
like
too. I
got
didn't
me
know he did that.
backstage, and I'm backstage, and the guy comes up to Rob, the Live Nation guy, goes, "Hey man, he likes you. Here's the dates he wants you to do, like the next couple weeks." And Rob's like, "Oh man, the only one I can't do is the one like it was like 2 nights from then
Yeah.
at Charleston."
Mm-hmm.
And so I apparently was on the next on the list of their list or whatever. And he goes, "Okay, well you're gonna both gonna open for him tomorrow night, and if he likes you, he's going to take you to Charleston." And I go, "Okay, just so you know, if he doesn't like me, I'm going to kill myself." That's the alternative that you've already set up inadvertently.
I'm just putting you are responsible.
Yeah. So back there was like Woody Harrelson was back there in the
Oh.
in the
that's
green room.
cool.
Oh, cool. And Marshall Child embarrassed the shit out of me and Rob because like we were back there and we were both like the whole time we talked about this that week when I did that show and the other ones that he did. We were like, it was so hard to act like you've been there when you're talking about like somebody so gigantic, iconic like Dave Chappelle. But you had to do that. You just be like, "Hey, yeah, man, he's like the last show he came to, he goes like, "Man, you're funny motherfucker." And I go, "Yeah, you too. I'm gonna go to the other green room and kind of take a breath."
That's
But-
crazy.
But Woody's standing there like a few feet from us,
Yeah.
and me and Rob are like, "Man, fucking Woody Harrelson's right there, like one of our favorite like character actors ever."
Yeah, yeah.
And Marshall Giles is standing there. He goes, "Oh, you like Woody? You're a fan of Woody's?" We're like, "Yeah, everybody's a fan of Woody." He goes, "Woody, come over here. Gilbert and Rob are they're fans of yours.
No!
They're in the green room. All these people, they're fans of yours."
Oh my god!
And we were both like, "Holy shit!
I'll kill myself.
What are you doing?"
Dude.
It was so embarrassing. I kind of got it back a little bit, but not all the way because I was talking to him.
He's going to tell Wesley Snipes I'm not cool.
Yeah. I go, "Hey man," I go, he's talking about like juicing or some kind of fast or whatever. And I go,
Woody
"Hey."
Harrelson was?
Yeah. And I swear to God, he was in character for True Detective
Yeah.
at the time because he was talking so weird. And it was like that character. But I go, "You ever put a little Molly in your juice?" And he's like, "Oh, not while I'm working," something like that.
Yeah.
And I go, "Okay, maybe that buys me a little bit of bread or something." Because I was mortified, dude.
Right.
Yeah. Don't do that. I'd rather just not meet him.
Yeah.
than him think I'm.
Oh,
I met a bunch of people through like Eric, Andre,
Oh, that's
T-Pain.
so-
Every time he's been here, he shows
My
up.
girlfriend is
What?
T-Pain's mom's dog sitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's
and
a great dude. He's like so funny. And
He gave, I guess his mom talked to him or whatever and gave her 2 tickets to go to see him at Red Rocks.
oh wow.
And then her friend that owns the dog sitting company was supposed to go there. She got sick, so I got to go out there. We saw Akon and
Really?
T-Pain at Red Rocks. Yeah.
Dude,
That's
that's
sick as
cool.
fuck.
That venue is amazing.
It was
isn't
amazing.
Yeah. I met him and then Chris Rock in New York through Eric. And that was the worst. I'm the only person that saw Chris Rock get slapped and was happy about it. 'Cause I hate that motherfucker.
Really?
Dude, he was so rude to me. It was unreal. Like still to this day don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Like it was strange.
Did you open for him?
No, so I went to Caroline's to see Eric. He was
Yeah.
headlining, and when I got there, the manager comes up to me and goes, "Hey, he'll reply to you. You're friends with him. He's not here yet, and the feature has like 10 minutes left." So I was like texting Eric and I go, "Hey man, what's going on?" They're asking for. He's like, "I got stuck in customs, Toronto. I'm almost there, but tell them to throw you up, and I'll be there soon."
Yeah.
And you know how it is. Like the best show is when you don't know you're going to be on,
Right.
and you get thrown up on an amazing show. And that's what that was.
Yeah, always really good for me.
Yeah, it's always fun. What? You're kidding.
It's not good.
Oh.
No, sorry.
So I go up and I do fine. You know, I did well.
Every time that's ever happened to me, I have been drinking like I'm not
like-
on a show. And someone's like, "Hey, you're gonna go up," and I go, "Oh no!"
And you can't say no either.
I
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
You can't say no. No would make you feel
Oh,
worse.
I'm
than bombing.
hammered.
Yeah.
Why did
Yeah.
I do that?
You can't be the guy who's like, I should have just bombed. I mean,
That was the one night I decided to smoke weed in 6 months.
Oh,
Just
no.
fucking
Okay.
some robot
Was it
mode. Yeah, it didn't. It was the last ever Nonies when they
really?
like Tamar did that midnight show.
Yeah.
It was the last spot on the last Nonies, and
No.
then she went up, and I was
Oh, so
like,
it's late, too.
Yeah, and I'm like fucking drunk and high, and like, why did I do this, man?
I was having fun.
Yeah, I was having a nice night.
Had you ever gone up like that before, like high or drunk?
No,
Not
I
that
do
level.
not. I do not smoke weed ever.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I go up on stage drinking.
So that's even like, the high is different.
Yeah,
it
it
really,
sucks.
you can tell
Eyes
so
are
many
different.
people are looking at you.
Oh,
I don't.
man.
The
I hate
people
it.
that do that all the time, those are
Yeah,
different.
well, like Clayton is a fucking
Oh, my
monster in
God.
general.
Yeah.
But he's
Insane.
always high.
Yeah.
I got high one time in Winston-Salem. I was opening for Ryan Singer, and it was like a real lesson in not being too high because there were 2 shows that night. The first one was packed. It was a great show. Second show was like 5 minutes until the show starts, and there was like 10, like maybe 5 people there. So I was like, "Oh, I'll go smoke weed before this show with this
Yeah.
local comic. It'll be fun. Let's fuck around."
Yeah.
And I go smoke weed with this guy, and as I'm coming back, another local comic, one that I knew, goes, "You didn't smoke weed with that guy just now, did you?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "You're gonna be really fucked up." And I was already like, "Okay, oh shit."
that guy
sucks.
calls weed or PCP weed. You're like, no.
I mean, it was something like, but then I walked to the showroom, packed. Out of nowhere, it's just packed, and I'm just going, "Oh fuck!" I genuinely am too high to do this. But what I did was I go up, and I was just being, in my mind, being real, like having this really, methodical pacing, and just like, taking my time, and then I was getting some laughs, and then I get off stage. And I'm like, you pulled it off. But then Ryan gets introduced, and he goes, hey, give it up for my feature, Gilbert. How fucking high is he right now? And I was like, no.
They
Watch
get a big
the
laugh.
tape back. You're
Oh,
moving in
brutal.
So I
slow
was obvious
motion.
the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. You're going white power.
White power, am I right? Are y'all in slow motion also? That's my time here.
That's fun.
No, but Chris, like, I got.
Oh yeah,
off
what was the Carolines thing?
So I got
Sorry.
off stage, and then because Eric got there and they were like lighting me, and I got off stage, and right off stage was Hannibal Burris and Chris Rock.
Crazy.
And they each went up after me, and then Eric, and it was just fine. It was great.
Yeah.
And then I go to the green room to get my bag, and I always err on the side of like leaving famous people alone.
Right.
Even if I'm on the same show, genuinely, you could say I could go up to him and go, "Hey man, I'm Gilbert," but I'm not
Yeah.
going to do that. Like usually. And then so I go to get my bag, and Eric's like, "Hey man, have you met Chris? Chris, do you all know each other?" And I go, "No." And I walk over there across the green room, And then he's like, Chris is my good friend Gilbert. Gilbert is Chris. And then Eric turns around and walks toward the bathroom, and I was taking my hand out to say, I was like, nice to meet you. And he didn't stick his hand out and just looked at me. He's just like, and then walked off.
Damn.
And I was like,
crazy.
if I could go back to that moment, because I was just like sort of starstruck or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that way now, just because I would want to be like, hey, I'm sorry, because obviously something about me he didn't like.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's either something he's mistaken about,
Yeah.
or maybe something I said on stage, or something. It
Maybe
was
it's
something.
Just the way you look. Did you think about
Maybe,
that?
but it's,
Maybe- have you
it's
ever-
something.
have you ever
And I would
thought
have
about-
asked him what it was.
What's wrong?
Have you-
What
Yeah,
was that
why?
all about?
Because-
Have you ever thought about the fact that he's just like a good Christian man?
Yeah. Maybe he's a germaphobe against brown people. I mean, I'd be like, hey, look, well,
Did you have a good set?
you turn the water. Looks like you turned the water on us all of a sudden.
Do you remember? Did you have a good
I
set?
had a good set, yeah.
Then
It was like one of those
crazy.
shows. It was impossible not to have
Okay,
one. It was
yeah,
like
yeah.
a hot crowd. So I wish I knew what it was, because it wasn't like one of those things where I was imagining whatever.
Yeah.
When you don't stick your hand out after you're introduced, and then you look up and down, and then you kind of walk off, there's no there's no confusing that.
It's straight up crazy.
And it had to have been something that happened that night, because I've never known him before.
Yeah.
And I just was like, okay. And then text Eric later. He's like, what, really? And I was like, never mind. So when Will smacked him, I was like, yeah, good job, dude.
Nice.
You keep Gilbert's name out your mouth,
Yeah.
too. Which he has.
Yeah. Hey, what? Never even entered.
Never enters my. Yeah, it didn't even start. Never enters my. What if like smack me like, put Gilbert in your mouth?
Yeah.
From that. Well,
Yeah.
that sounded
No,
perfect.
that was
Suck
good. That was
Gilbert.
good. That was
Suck
tough.
Gilbert off.
Suck my dick, Chris Rock.
He'll hear this.
What if
He'll hear it.
This is a tipping point where
Yeah.
it's going to be like Chris Rock shares disparaging comment
This
about
is gonna
himself.
get covered on one of those like comedy drama YouTube
Right.
pages.
Yeah. It's
Gilbert
gonna-
Lawand, Chris Rock beef.
Anonymous comedian takes down Chris Rock. I'm the anonymous comedian in that situation.
Anonymous comedian mad at famous Gilbert Lawand.
Oh yeah, the future looks bright.
Yo, what are we at?
We are at 57.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
Dude, we got time for our favorite question.
Yep.
Oh,
You want to do the honors, AJ?
Yeah. So,
how did I get into comedy? I think I told you.
we meet a lot of
How did Aziz and Sar get into comedy?
we meet a lot of weirdos in comedy, and we want to know who your least favorite person in comedy is.
In general, all of comedy.
We normally stick to just Atlanta, but if you've got a bigger name and want to
Yeah.
say that would be fine with
Oh.
me.
You're a fish of a bigger pond, so
Right,
whatever
yeah.
name.
Well, I definitely have the one person that's like on Mount Rushmore by herself. And
Okay.
it's Eliza Schlesinger.
oh, really?
Oh, she's the biggest cunt ever. Like, she is literally the biggest cunt, not in comedy, on the planet that's ever existed, maybe.
Why?
She's a dude. I mean, she's a cunt. Like she did a weekend at the Atlanta Improv years ago, and
Yeah.
it was unbelievable. Like if you scripted somebody to be a bigger cunt, they would not. They would have been like, "We got to take some of this out. I mean, this is too much. It's unbelievable." Everybody hated her because she was her, and her mom was there too. She was such like so. I knew her friend Jody, who was like ran a show with her in L.A. So I assumed she was nice too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's not at all. Not a good person at all. I picked her up from the what's it called? Intercontinental Hotel in Buckhead. Not the normal hotel they put people in.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a 4.5 like really nice hotel.
Yeah.
I pick her up to like do radio. And she goes, I am really unimpressed with that hotel. And I go, oh, what happened? She goes, I called down last night twice to have them bring me some toothpaste, and they didn't come until I had called again. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of a weird thing to be like, whatever.
So really unimpressed?
Yeah.
But like so then that night, the first show, I like pick her up.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
How about this? I'm unimpressed you didn't bring toothpaste.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
point.
But also,
Good point.
also not to bring that up to you immediately. is
Yeah,
what she
yeah,
was-
yeah.
But that was just like a little taste of like that was just nothing compared to what the rest of the stuff
Oh,
she did.
man.
Here's her first impression for her to the club, to the management, to the staff. I walk up with her, and this Atlanta Improv had this like restaurants that were connected to it, and this one like entertainment district. They owned all of them. So the the menu was ridiculous. It was like lamb chops and like all this like sushi, all this stuff from all the different ones. So she's walking up with her dog, and one of the managers, understandably, he didn't recognize her, and he understandably goes, "Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't have any animals here because like the Department of Health and like
Yeah."
And she goes, and I remember it very specifically, word for word. She goes, "Oh, really? I can't have a dog here? How about I go in there and tell all those people that we're not having a show tonight? Hey, I'm the headliner, Elijah Schlesinger."
Damn.
And everybody stopped. They were like, if she's about to laugh, this is going to be so goddamn funny. And it was real. That's what it was.
Oh, my God.
That's the person. And then she like showed up with like after the show, she's furious that no one like sold her merch. It's like she's like, "There's nobody here to sell merch." Like, no, we didn't. I don't know you had merch. Somebody would set it up, take the money, like do it all of it, but you have to tell someone.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Well, no, at other clubs." I'm like, you have to tell someone that you have
it feels
merch.
like a fair thing.
No one's
to
gonna
be like, "Hey, here, set this up, please."
But she's furious about it. And then her mom was there with their dog, and like, there's this girl that I don't think she does comedy anymore, Paige, that lives in New York. But she comes out to me and she goes, "I think the most rude thing that's ever happened to me happened to me." And I go, "What?" And she said that her mom was sitting there like by the stage, but like behind the curtain, and Neil, what's his name?
Ready?
He had a big beard back then. And she like threw a bottle cap and hit Paige, who was hosting, in the head. And she like this. She's like, she comes over. She's like, "Who is that guy?" And he's like, "That's Neil Reddy." She's like, "Okay, get away." Like, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's how she got your attention?"
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, while she in the middle of hosting, while she was on stage?
No, not on stage, but like off stage.
Okay.
Instead of going,
So
"Excuse me,"
crazy.
she goes, bam, hit her in the head, and she's like, "Come here," to ask that question.
That's
What?
great.
And then she, there's other stuff like everything about everything she said and did that whole weekend. I've never seen so much uniformity and like
How did she
hatred.
get so
Everybody,
famous?
last comic standing, I guess. But like she was, and I did this. I don't know if I did it to one other person, but I can't remember. I did the teach somebody a lesson thing that I did. It was like Valentine's weekend, so Saturday was Valentine's. She was working that club, and I go, after I left, I was like, "I'm not coming back here tomorrow. Fuck, I'll get somebody to do. I can't be around." So I call Clayton. I go, "Clayton, I need you. If you're free tomorrow, I need you to teach someone a lesson tomorrow at 8:00. I need you to do a guest spot after the feature, 10 minutes, destroy the room, and then she's gonna go." And he did. And of course, imagine like Clayton in a packed room, with a hack coming on after you.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't change her from being. Here's how big a cunt she was. Like, I'm not even.
Wait,
being.
did he just bury her? Did she bomb?
Oh, he
that?
buried her. I mean, she didn't
Oh,
bomb,
my God.
but it was not ideal.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
because it was some of her fans, I guess. But Clayton just
Clayton did
destroyed.
exactly what he does all
But
the time.
on Monday, Adam Radler, her agent, calls me, which he never called me. He emailed me, and he goes, and I was like, he didn't answer. He's like, text me. He's like, "Hey, call me when you get a chance." So I call him, and he goes, "Hey, how was Eliza this weekend?" I go, "I mean, we had good sales, and she did fine." He's like, "No, how was she, like, in general?"
Yeah.
And I go, "I mean, she's kind of like difficult or whatever." He's like, he goes, "No, tell me exactly what you think about Eliza Schlesinger." And I go, "She's a cunt." And he goes, "God damn it," because every club was complaining about her being a fucking cunt. So that's why I say it's not like just a me thing.
Yeah.
Like very objectively speaking, it's just
Wild.
look at Google like some of the stuff she says about female comedians. She's not nice.
Yeah.
She's
Damn.
like, she's not.
Wait, do you still have her number? You think she'd come
I do
on?
have her number. I think.
Let's call her up.
Hey, you remember me? Are you still a cunt?
Call her up.
Oh
We'll
my
talk
God.
on the pod, and then she'll come back on next week to settle it.
Yeah. We'll settle it.
Yeah.
And we'll put this on the map.
Yeah.
We'll put all of us on the map. What map? I don't know.
I don't know. That's crazy.
I wish I'm sure I have a local one, but I'm really wary about because my local ones are like old school.
So we've been thinking about this, okay? Because we've got some people that have come on that don't necessarily want to do that. Do you have a least favorite person that has quit comedy?
Oh.
You know what I mean? So they're not around anymore, so you can talk shit about
so
them.
you can talk shit.
You know what I mean?
That's another person I don't want to be mean about because I do his taxes. Yeah, there's.
Oh, I forgot that you do. You probably still keep some connects because you do taxes.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it.
If you that's fine if you don't want to. It's a fun little thing. What about this? What about this? Not even talking shit. Who was like, not even talking shit. Who was like the weirdest person you've ever seen do stand up that has now like quit, like a crazy act or something? So anything fun like that? Not even talking shit, just being like, yeah, they're weird or unique.
I'm trying to blank. Let's see. I can't think of anyone. I mean, I should be able to answer that. No, I can't think of anyone. I mean, there's a lot of people, but I don't know. Like,
Yeah, nothing's coming to mind. That's
Um,
fair.
it's not fair. It's not fair. I shouldn't.
It's not
I
fair.
should
It's
know.
unfair.
I'm trying to think because I'm so like my mind's like always in a cloud when I think about who's not.
Right.
I'm like been doing it so fucking long, and so many people. It's probably half the people have dropped off.
Yeah, you watch so many people come and
Is
go.
that-
That's what we were talking with Jerry about, like how
Yeah,
doing
there's
it
a lot
that
of people.
long is so many people that have quit.
Yeah.
So just name one that you hate.
Just one. They're dropping a bucket.
It's not even that.
No, I know. I'm fucking with you.
Wait, give me one second. Oh. Well, you would know him though, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Oh, it's this guy, Dan Mangini. He was like fucking annoying as shit. You guys know who that is?
No.
Is it fun to talk about then?
Yeah, you can tell us
Well,
about
if you
it.
have like a very specific crazy thing he's done, that's
Right.
fun. You know?
He would always like do this really robotic act, and he was like, when I started, he was like one of the few working comics.
Uh-huh.
There was like 3 or 4, and that's who the only Punchline thought they're the only features in the world.
Right.
So they would like book him with
Now
like
they do the same thing.
Jezelnik. I know, but they were like, there's more to choose from that. So they were like, probably the ones they choose now are better than this. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't even know who they. But
I didn't say not.
he was like real hacky, and they would put him with like Jezelnik, and Jezelnik was like, "What the fuck's this?" Like, "Hey, what's up?" Like that. Kind of thing. And one time he was at the Improv, and he wanted a guest spot. He was like, "I can do this college tomorrow." And I'm like, "We can all recite your act. I mean, what do you got to do? Fucking." I know it'll get more exciting in a second.
I know.
Actually, it won't. He like he was bitching about like the host, which was Tushar Singh, and he was doing fine, but he was like already planting the seed of like not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes up there, goes way over his time. I gave him a 10-minute guest spot, which is a long guest
That's
spot.
a
And he
big
went-
guest spot.
Yeah, and he went 15, and that 5 minutes he went over was just about berating the crowd, talking about how like, they weren't good, how the host was like whatever, and it was Gary Goldman was headlining, and I was featuring
Damn.
because I booked myself to feature.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Hell
and
yeah.
I was so mad when he's doing all this shit, saying that, going over time, blaming it on whatever. I go up there and I go to Tushar, and I've never said this before. It was like I go, I'm about to fucking crush right now, and I was just letting this so focused. I'm like, I'm just gonna, because I could tell they were wanting to have fun.
Yeah.
I go up there and I start really killing. And then I stop in the middle of my set and I go, "Hey, is Dan Mangini still here?" Because like he's a guy earlier that said it was you guys, but obviously it's not, because this is what I would describe as killing right now. That's what I would describe as killing.
That's
Love
sick.
that.
And then I get off stage and Gary Goldman goes, "That was good. That's exactly right."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you, dude.
Oh, we're not doing really 6-7 hours. I thought we were really gonna.
Yeah.
No, thank you for having me. This is
Yeah,
fun.
we
man, it's a
appreciate
fun
it.
time. You want to plug anything?
Yeah, there's a couple people I like to plug. You know,
Plug
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Plug
Come
shit.
plug. I guess my special.
Special. That's probably a good place to
Yeah.
start.
Iraqi Born Georgia Bred on Apple TV and Amazon, and what else? That's it, probably. I guess.
Hell
And
yeah.
have yourselves a merry little Christmas.
Nice. Last question. Who is the hottest comedian that's ever done
Hottest?
stand up in Atlanta?
Hottest, like looking.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
I'm industry going. Which hot and which way?
Okay.
Colleges, clubs. Yeah, I'm
No.
not gonna answer. I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna answer that question.
We
You
don't
could
have
have
to
said
answer
me.
AJ's not gonna
Right?
answer that question.
Okay. All right.
I like how you looked at me for a second there. I was like, I will talk about that. The other stuff that I shouldn't talk about, I will about this.
That's fun. All right. Well, thank you for coming
No,
on,
thank
Gilbert.
you.
Check him out. Very
Yes,
fun.
thank
Thank
you.
you for slopping with us. Goodbye.
Good times.